ETH, we start with 1 hour chart. Just want to give a quick update. There is no much changes if we refer to our analysis. Still, we are within this correction. Okay. And from here, we can see the divergence. That means still we can look for continuation and any trade setup based on lower time frame or short term trade. Okay. Now I want to see what's the next and how we can look for trade. Okay. In this case, we start with daily chart. What we can see here is that based on almost the ETH got the prices at the top, the highest price we get. And since we get this chart, the move was quick, sharp moving. After the breakout of the previous top, here, the way it was moving was really quite sharp. And now we want to see whether this is the correction or the correction for, we can expect to get a deep correction similar to any of this, or we can look for continuation as a corrective move, how it can move. Because if it continue as is maintain the uptrend as a corrective, similar to what I draw here, mostly to look for trade, it doesn't give us really good trade setup. The best things is if we get a correction similar to any of this, it can give us opportunity to look for buy. All right. Now from here, we need to be quite careful. If anyone wants to buy, because if we buy, is we buying at the top. All right. The only things, as you can see right now, based on daily chart, we don't have any trade setup for continuation. That means we cannot buy. All right. And even if we move to forward chart, because we start to see the divergence. All right. And if we put, we're looking for within this range. This is what we can see. Okay. How we can look at this, as I mentioned, based on daily chart, continuation as a corrective, or we can consider this one as a short move. We should look at this, and can we say this is the start of the up move? We cannot confirm that, and again, we don't want the buy without confirmation. Even the price continue, I don't think so we can get a really good trade setup. Okay, then what's the next? How about 1 hour chart? Even based on 1 hour chart, we explain we can expect we will be within this move as a channel corrective. How we can trade it, the only way is to look for the trade within this channel based on lower time frame. Okay, because every time the price broke the previous top, it start to drop. This one couldn't broke, but after the breakout of this, we get this down move. All right, the only things I can mention right now, we cannot look for buy. If there is a continuation, any trade will be based on lower time frame and short term. And we have seen many times this kind of the movement for based on ETH. Before that, mostly when we can see this kind of the movement at the top, when the price is very high at the top, mostly we can expect for the price to reverse or drop or bigger correction. But whenever we see this kind of the movement, mostly for the ETH Ethereum, we see the price can continue and suddenly give us a sharp move for continuation. All right, this is what I can say is that I want to conclude that when we see this kind, if there is a continuation, when we did for this kind of the move, we see the sharp move either up or down. But mostly technically we can expect this kind of the move. It come up with the price to reverse. All right. But for the ETH, mostly is a different. We can expect to get the sharp move. Even if we move to forward chart, when the price was within this one, we mentioned about that exactly. As we can see, after that we get this. Okay. The only reason I'm highlighting all this information, that if there is a continuation as a corrective, we won't be able to look for trade setup. Okay, and we don't need to jump in. If we want to trade, maybe consider as a channel. Every time the price tag, we see the sharp move flag, we take the trade. With the breakout of the top, we start to manage as a short term. In case the price drop, at least we know how to manage it, because the price is almost at the top. All right. Anyway, whatever I mentioned here, at least the only things I want to mention, I want to highlight that we should be careful from now. We cannot buy without the trade setup, and whatever the trade we get within this move, we have to start to manage. And for sure, we will just follow the chart. If we get any trade setup for that confirm the continuation, we will give update. But right now, even if the price sharply continue from here, we cannot buy because we don't have any reason. We don't have any trade setup to look for buy. Okay, if we want to look at it in terms of the trading, but rather than that, it depends on the traders. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.